short the game is. Like, the original games were perfect length, right? Second you started to get tired of it, something would happen, you know, there'd be something. Alright, yeah, I chose bad guy. I'll turn on a... Yeah, I'm playing on... Yeah, trophy granted. I don't care. On subtitles. Yeah, I'm thinking on getting a PS4 Pro, because if this game looks good here... Alright, aim fast. Photo mode. Enabled L3. Expert. Perfect! Should I get rid of the HUD? Alright. This was one of the first PS4 games. It was a graphics focused game.
My God. How could anyone do this? How many people did she hurt?
Oh, they're stupid choices. The original game's choices actually made sense. Like, feed your friends and yourself, or share the food with everybody when they're starving. Do you care if I skip the cutscenes or not? Oh yeah, I forgot. You can't skip cutscenes.
Yeah. I guess Augustine wasn't bluffing, huh?
No one here was concerned.
Oh my God. I see why I got bored. I forgot you couldn't skip cutscenes.
We take care of our own.
Alright, so that's why I got tired of the game.
I guess I did the right thing.
That's great.
You imagine
Oh,
what
shut
that
up.
bitch would have done to me if I'd actually talked?
What a dick.
Probably the same thing she did to everyone else in this room when you didn't.
I wish they allowed a neutral path in this game, because the main character kind of has no reason to be evil, except for one choice in the game, and no reason to be really good, except for a couple choices in the game. And the only like 3 other choices other than the one right before this, and one later in the game, and the final choice, is just make this person a better person or turn them into evil psychopath. There's no neutral option, which makes sense in this game, because this character seems like he'd have a neutral option since he's not really
Speaking of which,
saving the world.
Hands, is that gone?
I don't know, man. There's no smoking in the long hots, remember? Right. I wouldn't want to get in the way of it.
Yeah, it's a good looking game.
Recovery? Hey, Delsin, these people aren't getting any better. They're dying, man.
You don't know that.
No, but the doctors who came through here when you were out, they do. And they said that... They said the only way those shards are coming out is...
See, they're concrete shards from like the superpowered evil lady.
But that was
right?
Augustine and her concrete
and
power.
she like implanted them in these people to torture them. But my thought is, first off, there's an amputation. There's like the serious ones I see being like an issue. But the old lady right there, she just has it in like her arm and maybe some shards like in her leg. And no, there's a shard in her leg. There's probably a couple in her. But there's a thing called surgery. It's probably not in her heart, probably not in there. There's a thing called surgery and amputation.
I know you want to help, but the doctors have already said the
only way it's getting out is with the
like some of them, if you look through the curtain, it's pretty bad. Like it's in their face, head, chest, everywhere. But if you remove them, wouldn't there be, you know, holes?
Okay, now you've lost me.
I'm a goddamn power sponge, remember? If I got smoke, why can't I get concrete?
The plot's not the best compared to the older games. The older games really had a good, detailed plot.
Think about it. You'd have to go through, what, 1,000 DUP guys?
This one was more of an afterthought. PlayStation's like, hey, we like graphics.
What truck?
You like graphics.
Truck?
Make a new game. And they're like, alright. And see, the reason this doesn't make sense, in the second game, in the good ending, the main character sacrifices himself, and all the superpowered people to, like, save the world, right? Kind of like reverse a plague thing that's gonna kill every normal person, right? So basically kill thousands to save everyone else, right?
There's a fair chance the town's gonna,
Well,
hit back.
evil ending, he becomes
What does that even mean?
the beast
It means
in the second
that Seattle
game,
has 500,000
which
people that aren't
he can
exactly
turn
thrilled about the bioterrorists
people with,
that are
like, the
already
certain
there.
gene
They're
that
gonna
gives them
welcome you.
superpowers into superpowered people by sucking the life force of normal people and putting it into them and, like, causing an explosion. And he just starts going around the U.S. destroying everything, making superpowered people to save as many as he can, right? He's not really evil, he's just doing because he's seen proof that it works, and the other one's based on just pure faith, like, oh yeah, sure, you know. The good ending is what everybody wants him to do, what everybody's trying to set him up to do, right? In the first game, but in the second game, you see stuff on him wanting to, like, fight against what people want him to do, like fighting against a man, fighting Destiny, you know, that sort of thing. The developers, after this game came out, people said, hey, you guys made the good ending canon, that doesn't make any sense, because this, and this. There shouldn't be any powered people, right? It just doesn't make sense to make a sequel. Turns out, the original plan was in the first game, the good ending was canon, right?
Are you kidding me?
Good
Amazing.
good guy in first game, like kind of neutral but good, right?
Man, the roadblock was set up to attack them.
Yeah, because
Well,
they're bioterrorists.
Well, it
in
didn't
the
stop
second
them,
game,
and it's not going to stop this bad boy either.
they originally planned for the bad ending to be canon.
Man, this is like a post-apocalyptic.
Yep. They
Must be the mothership.
originally planned on him doing the evil choice because it made sense for the character to do what he's seen and has proven to work versus pure faith and knowing you're gonna die and it might be for nothing type thing, right?
Hey, are you okay?
They wanted it to be the bad ending canon to where they could continue the series, and it makes sense.
Picked up a new trick.
He probably would have been the bad guy, villain, or you could choose to side with him, you know, that sort of thing. But they looked at what players did and player data and stuff and realized, no, most people chose the good ending. So if we make the bad ending canon, they might not be happy. So they chickened out and chose the good ending to be canon. And once they did that, everybody was like, hey, what the heck? It doesn't make any sense.
Listen, there might
So,
be a way that we can get to Augustine.
People basically said, yeah, we liked the good ending because it kind of had finality to it. But if you wanted to continue the series, you should have chose the bad ending, and we would have been fine with it because that's what makes sense, you know?
It is mine.
And that's basically what people said. It is,
Perfect. You want to go help somebody?
okay,
Go save damsel in distress.
it makes sense for the good ending to be like the finale type thing
Go play
if the
Super
second
Cup,
game's the
okay? I
last
will
game,
catch up
right?
with you in a minute.
So if the second game is the end of the series, then okay, good ending's canon, right? But they said it, since you made a sequel, make the bad ending canon.
Everything.
And they didn't. And they gave a crappy,
You're up
half-assed
first, little
explanation.
guy.
And it was bad. Like, the plot makes no sense because of it, like, if you think about it. So, people pointed it out.
Yeah, this should do the trick.
I need a HUD. I forgot to get rid of the reticle. Well, because the good ending, there can't be any powered people. Like, story-wise, it makes no sense. That's it. People would rather the story make sense than the ending make them happy. You know what I mean?
Hey, Delson, I need you up here.
Dude, you will not believe what that beeping was.
Get up here, okay? I'm
Found a bus full of relief workers that's stuck. I'm trying to convince them to just abandon the bus.
This is gonna take forever. There's gotta be a faster way.
It does affect... In the original ones it did. It changed a lot, actually.
Unstoppable!
But in this game,
I'm sorry, Reg. Can't hear you over the sound
the
of
first
my heroics.
playthrough, it's like, oh yeah, it seems like it does.
Delsin, I'm not...
Like, it affects some missions. But then, you look at some of the biggest points in the game and you go, you know what? No.
Okay,
It doesn't
the
affect
rest
a
of the
thing
way's
except for
clear.
the ending.
You ride this baby straight into Seattle.
Oh, it doesn't let me skip cutscenes. Nope. And I can't skip cutscenes. I'm fine if it's like a pure story-focused game. But when the story's so stupid in this one,
Delsin, we got a problem.
like, nobody had
Some of the
skipped the
people on the bus
cutscenes on their
that saw
first
you
playthrough,
doing your
except for a little
super
kid.
thingy to clear the way. And
So-
they're afraid of you.
What?
Oh yeah,
I
this
told
is
you,
awesome.
man,
Yeah.
bioterrorists aren't especially popular.
This is what am I like Rosa Parks and they want me to sit on the back of the bus?
No, they want you to sit.
Well, if they want him to
Outside
sit outside the bus, he
bus.
can go on the roof. I mean, he's done it before.
They don't want you in here, right? They said if you come on, they're gonna get off.
Then let him walk. I don't care.
Yeah.
You think I can't take this
Or he
door
could
down?
just like grab the door handle. I mean, he's strong enough he could hang on.
These people have never seen anything like you before, and they're scared, right? And I can't blame them.
He says he's gonna break down the door. Go.
Because they're going to Seattle.
Just give me a second. Look, just let me run them across
Because
the
that's
bridge.
where crazy
Right back for you,
concrete
right?
lady
It'll take
is.
5 minutes. Come on, man. I can't let you on the
Well,
bus.
bad guy, yeah. He was gonna take her powers to where he could like take the concrete out of his family and like friends and stuff. But yet, if you do bad guy and you kill her and like apparently massacre everybody, the family's like, oh, we don't want your help. You're not one of us. Blah blah blah. This because
Listen, just switch on the GPS tracking on your
he
phone
crazy
in case
man.
we get separated.
Oh, you mean like...
But
now.
yet, my thought, he wants to go through with his promise. He's gonna save you and do one good thing. Simply be like, yeah, okay, you can fulfill your promise, but you're not welcome back here. You know, that type of thing.
Sounds like useful
Not,
information.
don't
Delta, I
save
got the
our
anchor
lives
across the DUP.
is a
Clearing the
terrible
bridge.
choice.
Coming back for
Makes
you,
no
so-
sense.
Is you there? What's going on? Hello?
But she does that, and it like angers him, so he kills them all.
Hey! Hey! You guys need any help?
But that also makes no sense.
Bioterrorist.
So good guy makes sense for this character,
Okay.
but the story still makes sense
No.
because of the second game, in which ending they made canon.
This fast healing stuff is gonna come in real handy. Shooting me like that? Big mistake.
Also, the music on Bad Guy is better.
Okay, I'll give up, okay? Just don't hurt me.
You should have said please.
Yes. I skipped the intro.
Oh, this. What the hell?
The good guy, bad guy meter.
Reggie? Oh man, answer me! Oh my.
Because the original game of Infamous
What is a bridge?
came out the same exact year as Prototype. This game series was successful, Prototype wasn't. It's that simple. It is.
I'm coming, Reg.
Have you seen Antifa? I mean, seriously.
Come on, core relay.
Honestly, they
Work your
just
magic.
destroyed this bridge to like keep people from leaving Seattle for some reason. I already forgot why. And see, these things, like the core relays and blast
Shot.
shards, how come he knows what they're called? He has no clue about
Okay,
anything in
Cosmos,
this game,
keep
right?
coming.
He doesn't know really anything about the powered people, right? He just got it and he's like, oh yeah, you know. Cool. So the thing is, how does he know what the blast cores are called when like the whole thing that happened in the second game kind of was covered up somewhat, right? Because like in the second game they explained why they're called blast cores and blast shards or whatever, because they came like from the original blasts, or the, you know, the blast and the big boom that caused like the superhero things, right? The type of bomb. Thing is, in this game, nobody knows that. So how does he know they're called blast cores? That bugs the hell out of me. It bugged the hell out of me the first time I played the game.
You took off before I was through talking to you.
Well, you know, I had...
Like the first time I played it, I was like, wait a minute, how does he? It's like, yeah, it's still a good game, good story.
All places.
Second time playing through it, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. Then I got like the trophy, and I was like, wait, how the hell does he know that?
Good. Cut it out. Devil bridge.
Nope, not in this game. In the second one. And he doesn't know anybody from the second one. There are no returning characters from the second game. Except for like DLC. Which is only in the UK. Yeah, it was like a pre-order bonus. I didn't know that. I thought you had to complete the other crap DLC to do it. So I beat like this entire super hard DLC, which gives me no trophies. And it's like a bunch of stupid puzzles and everything. And I was so pissed by the end of it. Yeah, pretty much.
Jelson, little help here.
Set up pitching arm again, huh?
Jelson,
All right, come on.
I got it.
Thanks for the hand. Huh. Did you get out?
Wow. Seem to be getting the hang of your, new symptoms.
Right? And of course, the only downside being that, nope. Can't think of anything. This is pretty freaking awesome.
Really? No downside? How about those heavily armed guys over there now want to hurt you real bad? That a downside? Yeah. Now look, for all we know, we may be able to pass you through their security, you know, because you're not a normal bioterrorist. So...
Normal? No, if you mean by normal, you know, the sheep that they try to line up so that they can probe them. No, Reggie, I'm not normal. And did you see what I did on that bridge? We can take these
Look,
guys.
let's just see if we can sneak you through their checkpoints first, all right? It'll make getting around the city a lot easier.
Okay, fine. Do it your way. How subtle.
Listen, promise me you'll play it cool up ahead.
Hey, they used to call me Mr. Cool.
No one has ever once called you that. Ever.
Are you really worried about this?
These DUP guys may not have the same level of power that natural bioterrorists have, but the government infused them all with enough to still do some serious damage.
Well, you have just officially ruined my Seattle vacation.
Oh yeah, but the brother was like the only character I cared about in the entire game, right? You play good guy, it's like, oh, that has such impact, great lines, great everything. Because, like, when he dies or whatever, right? And he's like, oh, I'm proud of you, brother, you know, and it's a great scene. Main character acts, like, distraught, you know, usual, gets pissed at bad guy and just beats the crap out of her, right? Thing is,
Hey, boss man.
It literally plays the same exact scene if you're bad guy. He says that he's proud of you. Thing is, he's a cop. He's human. And it doesn't make sense for him to be proud of the main character killing a bunch of people, being a complete psychopath. It's that simple. They kept it the same scene. I don't know. Because you notice, in the other two games, almost every scene was slightly different or extremely different, depending on which you were, whether you're evil or yeah, if you're a bad guy or not. Even though, and sometimes he'd just simply say the same lines differently.
Delsin, run!
Hell with that!
But in this, nope. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same exact lines. It's lazy. It's like you only realize how bad it is if you played it through twice. What? No, this game didn't do it. That's what I'm saying. The original games did.
Not good to keep things bottled up. Reds up on the towers!
After this mission, I may play the other game. Because like I used to love this game and now I play it again and I'm kind of just I realize how bad it is compared to the originals. Dragon Age Inquisition.